The news with our latest research is that users are becoming increasingly comfortable with the use of video advertising. So we saw increased engagement in our last study. In particular, we saw the mid-roll format continue to excel as the most engaging ad format across content. We also found that live content versus video on demand content is a more engaging medium, and that mobile devices really drove high viewer engagement when it came to advertising. So I think that's a good sign, given the fact that we see in digital video, the mobile device, the connected device environment really being where a lot of growth is coming from with digital video.
Mid-roll, very interesting, very surprising. You think most people just talk about the pre-roll. Why is mid-roll so sticky?
I think it's sticky because it's more like a TV-like experience, where you're integrating the ads throughout the content and moving back and forth between ads and content. That's the way you and I are used to seeing broadcast. And so it's a more comfortable experience for users.
Cool, and talk about the value of live. People are watching because they want to see something live, obviously, but why is there more engagement around live?
I think part of it is certainly the content, where, because whether it's a sporting event or a news event or some sort of award show, users are tuned into that content, and so they're more likely to engage with the ads and watch the ads as you move back and forth between content and ads. So a core part of Auditude's technology is the ability to insert ads into live streaming content, and so knowing when the content is going to cut from the content to an ad, whether that be in the content itself or being signaled to you, you have to be able to understand that and dynamically insert the ads at that point. We have a lot of experience with our customers like Major League Baseball, and that's allowed us to build expertise in that area. Well, I think as you know, our focus is how do we help support publishers in maximizing the value of their content, and in particular we focus on media companies and premium publishers. So it has a lot to do with what is the experience that they're trying to create for their users, and in those instances where they feel like autoplay is the right experience, then that's the choice they make. But oftentimes, and especially when you're dealing with professional long-form content, that's not necessarily the approach they take. We're really excited about how aggressive Adobe has been in integrating the Auditude platform into the other Adobe technologies across publishing and across analytics. And so Auditude continues to be a leading provider of ad management and monetization for premium publishers and media companies, but as part of Adobe, we are now under the umbrella marketing brand of Project Primetime. We are announcing a number of integrations, some of which we're demonstrating here at NAB this week, a number of integrations that allow you to address some of the challenges in digital video, like poor user experience, fragmentation of devices, and a lot of the inefficiencies that media companies have today that are solved by combining publishing, advertising, and analytics together into a single workflow. I certainly think that scale is a challenge today when you have all sorts of connected devices that continue to drive digital video. And so media companies are forced to make choices about which devices they're going to support. And so finding ways to be able to support cross-platform of devices and not have to make those choices becomes really important if you're going to provide broadcast-like scale to your audiences. And so solving the connected device issue is a huge focus for us at Auditude and Adobe, and is a big one that the industry needs to address. We continue to focus on Europe as a key market for ourselves. Channel 5, one of the top UK broadcasters, is a client. Dailymotion, the YouTube of Europe, is a client. And what we find in those markets is that they are much more likely to mirror a TV-like experience in digital video versus some of the other markets. So they've been very aggressive adopting things like gaming consoles, IP-based television, and so we've been fortunate to be good partners with them to help them expand their digital video efforts into those channels. So in terms of serving into connected device environments like IPTV and gaming consoles, the challenge is integration on the client side, and how do you support integrations onto those devices specifically. A lot of what we're focused on with Adobe is how do you bring that back into the server side of the business, given our technology and our heritage in streaming, and solve those problems more holistically for the marketplace. But right now, you've got media companies that are forced to make choices as to which devices they're going to support because they've got to be implemented one at a time.